Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we are breaking down what we heard or saw in training camp on day 2. The players got to come out, run some one-on-one drills, some 7-on-7, 11-on-11, and I got to admit, the D-line dominated the O-line because of Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all a favor? Help your boy out. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and ding the bell so you know when we go live, drop videos, or put out YouTube shorts. Notification gang's getting stronger every day. Join that. Here are my Eagles training camp notes. We'll get into that. But I want to go over some certain tweets about certain players. And there's more to my notes. Just couldn't add it on because Twitter only gives you so many characters. Let's start with linebacker 2. Just might be Christian Elliss. Chris Franklin said he picked off Marcus Mariota. And why is that important? Because people try to rub off or shake off the OTA pick of Jalen Hurts and just how he was opening eyes in OTAs, and on the first training camp practice, he continues to open eyes. I'm just saying this. He might be our TJ Edwards. UDFA had to wait his turn, got a chance to play with this defense, right? Dominant D-line, some lockdown corners, and performed well. Christian Elliss fits that same role. UDFA, wait his turn, and 2023 might be his turn. Let's look at Nolan Smith, right? He is impressive when you look at him come off the edge. Elliott Shore Park said, a really impressive play today from Nolan Smith. His speed is insane for an edge rusher. I try to tell you guys, watching tape, this guy reinvents the word quick. Like his first step is ridiculous and his speed to power is there. Let's hear some more on Nolan Smith per Victor Williams. In Nolan Smith's first few reps in training camp, he put tight end Brady Russell in the dirt, would have sacked Mariota in the game, and got pressure again, forced Mariota to throw an interception in the red zone. I also heard he forced Mariota to fumble the ball. Just the scary presence of Nolan Smith. Now you see him, now you don't. Where'd he go? How'd he get here so fast? Made Mariota fumble the ball because, you know, you can't touch quarterbacks in this part of training camp. Actually, in any camp, they wear that red jersey for a reason. Don't touch them. And Jalen Carter sacks Jalen Hurts with the second team, right? The first team D tackles were Fletch and Jordan Davis, who had some good initial pressure on a lot of run plays, right? Jalen Carter more to pass rush, Jordan Davis more to run stopper. I do think Jordan Davis will rush the passer in his career, maybe sometime this year, and Jalen Carter can stop the run, but what they do best is what they do best. This was a D-line without Hassan Reddick, and whoa, before you get nervous, he's not injured bad, little groin pain, sat out today, but you're talking about a D-line minus their best player wreaking havoc on an offensive line that's best in the NFL. Look overall what Elliott Shore Park said, D-line versus O-line. D-line won today versus the offensive line. Jalen Hurts had to run / was sacked on 6 of his 16 reps in the 11-on-11 period. That's crazy. Again, the quote-unquote sack means the play's blown dead, nobody's open, and one of the defensive ends or linemen, whoever, gets close enough to Jalen Hurts where they blow it dead. That's crazy. You're getting great push from Jordan Davis, training camp 1. Jalen Carter getting a sack, Nolan Smith getting a sack. We talked about it in a community poll. Who's going to get the first sack of the initial season? I really don't know. Some of y'all said Nolan Smith. Some said Jalen Carter. I just don't know at this point. Now, Cam Jurgens. Nick Sirianni said Cam Jurgens will get the first crack at right guard, but he's interested to see how the battle unfolds, meaning Tyler Steen. However, after practice, we've heard Lane and Kelsey just say how good Cam Jurgens looked at the right guard position. We heard he came in heavier than what he normally was, and that was a knock on him. He's too light. He's too light. Well, Cam Jurgens, don't look too light. Don't look too light. That is a good sign there. Now, Ty Zenter, a guy who we call Legatron when we signed him, with 2 amazing punts in a row. A lot of people are down on Sipos. He shanked that punt in the Super Bowl that they returned dang near inside the 5 to the 3. Could he be the next Eagles punter? It's one-on-one in that competition, but that is going to be interesting to continue to monitor for sure. Now, this right here, Dallas Goedert, veteran, why do I really care what he's doing? Because I think he's going to be utilized more in this offense in 2023. Good day for Goddard, says Elliott Shore Parks. 4 targets, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. I think he's going to be a bigger part of the red zone offense this year. And why is that important to me? Because red zone, you need your big body guys, quick little this, that, and the third. Maybe the Andy Reid play where Jalen Hurts gets credited for a touchdown and it's a shovel pass. All I know is we got to slow down on the Jalen Hurts. Let's RPO run him, right? Quarterback sneak, not really a chance for injury, but the way he ran in against the Vikings, the Jags, the Cardinals, he's getting hit hard. So let's not stop it because he's good at it, but, use Dallas Goedert in the red zone. Now, the last picture I got to show you is just Sidney Brown. Listen, he might be starting mid-season. He might start sometime, and maybe he don't because Terrell Edmonds and Reed Blankenship, who started today, just do a fantastic job. But, hey, he's a rookie. You still got to treat a rookie like a rookie. So, first training camp, he's on Rita ice cream duty, icy duty for who we love out of this draft, Sidney Brown. Now, let me know your thoughts on the stuff we talked about. If you got something I didn't cover or something that stood out to you, let me know in the comment section. But here's some more notes covering some of the things I said, but we'll talk a little bit more in depth. Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter are going to be players, right? We heard what people said about him via tweeting, but Fletch, BG, all said that these guys just look different as rookies, And Jordan Davis might be the starting D tackle next to Fletch. I still think when push comes to shove, Jalen Carter's going to either eat into his snaps or become a starter too. We will see. This is only day 1. Things can change for sure. But the veteran players are so high on both Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, and they threw Jordan Davis in the mix as well. Christian Elliss is taking advantage of the open door, right? I'm not trying to say Christian Elliss is a all-star linebacker. Well, we got to wait and see. We didn't think TJ was until he played pretty darn good. He was a top 10 linebacker last year. All I'm saying is this. The door's open. Davion Taylor made a play. He got this linebacker there. It's his last year. Nicholas Morrow's brought here, but Christian Elliss, he's on the radar now. He's on the radar. Ty Zenter will fight for a punting position. Talked about that. Running back might be a full committee. Nick Sirianni stressed out that if you see Penny with the first team, don't get crazy. You see Swift with the first team, don't get crazy. Same with Kenny G, Boston Scott, and Trey Sermon, who he's been high on. Let me just say this. All the running backs pretty much got the same amount of reps with the same amount of first team, second team, third team. He might make it a full committee. We might not know who's starting and get more carries until week 1. And even after the first 3 weeks, there might be a legit ball carrier with the most carries, a different ball carrier leading the way. When you look at who carried the ball most, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there might be a different name each time. And if they all are as talented as we think they are, and they stay healthy, well, then it ain't a problem. It ain't. As for Cam Jurgens' job to lose, coming in heavier, I like it. I thought he was the guy who was going to get the job. Not saying Tyler Steen can't do it, but I like the fact that he came in heavier, kind of knocked that narrative out the window, and he still moves like crazy. That was the other thing Lane and Kelsey said. Man, he came in heavier and he still moves like he's 303. The dude is very athletic. Can't wait to see how he does adapt playing next to Kelsey and Lane. But just so much to unpack from one day, brought into a tight quarters. There was a time where Nick Sirianni had to stop the music and yell at the offense. It was more of the second and third team offense under Marcus Mariota for pre-snap penalties and blah, blah, blah. So, Nick Sirianni, not going to let the first day of practice, they're rusty. No, he's out there yelling, trying to get the job to be to his liking. We heard great things about Brian Johnson. Kelsey says, Kelsey's just putting out little gems about Brian Johnson might take this offense to the next level. And same with some of the defensive players, right? They talked about Sean Desai not really redshirting anybody, right? The fact is, if you are young and good, you go and play. Some D coordinators really love the red shirt mindset. He's saying if you're good, you go and play. Whether it's Ringo, whether it's Smith, Carter, young, old, you the best, we playing you. And I love that mentality. Love that mentality. Once again, sorry for the late upload. Today has been a hectic day. I'm going on vacation on Friday. I'll still try to figure out a way to get content out and stuff like that. But with the hectic day, I'm kind of all over the place as it pertains to what all happened today. But shout out to y'all if y'all made it to the 12-minute and 10-second mark. Bearing with me. Drop the muscle emoji if you got nothing else to say. A lot more will be talked about and shown in the upcoming days, right? There might be a day where it's all about DeAndre Swift. It's all about this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. But I love the fact that Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, who, the ops are trying to say, there might not be that great of a player. They showing out right away. They hungry. Philly dogs. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. Leave your thoughts in the comment section if you got something to say. I love hearing from you. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.